welcome to Coding! How are you people doing? I'm excited because I have pizza, I just ate some bacon, I had some freaking Chick-fil-A, I am eating like crazy, I love it! I got some water, it's not a lot of, I don't have much water, it's nice, but I might have to go run and get some liquid. Maybe some milk. I like milk. Makes your bones strong. Kills your heart if you have too much of it. Don't talk to me. What were we doing? I played this like a few hours ago. Like the episode before this, I played that the last episode, and then like 3 hours later I come back and I'm like, what the fuck? Well, what are we doing here? Oh yeah, we're going back to the Republic Embassy, or Republican fuck it. We're going back to the Senate. We're going back to Coruscant to stab some senators through the chest holes. Well, we're going to make holes and then stab them through it. That's not right. Let's go one more over. A Republic soldier. Kinda mashed into that Sith soldier and didn't give a fuck. Ah! Okay, cool. Nom nom! Okay. Something I think the Sith would hate, well, I think it would be perfect for the Republic to be stationed at this planet, because I can make people so mad. I look at it from the point of view of the people that I make mad don't like being corrected. Because for my age, I'll say it, I'm pretty daggum young. For my age, I'm pretty smart, along with the fact that if you give me a problem, I can solve it pretty quickly. I am logical. I am kind of quick-witted, not in the way that I can talk on and on, really smartly. I am just kind of quick-witted in the way that you can give me a problem and I can solve it very, very fast. And when in arguments, I will have the right answer. Like, I will have the right answer, like the logical right answer, the one that you can prove through study and looking it up, and asking around. But the problem that other people have with that is,
we need much in the way of supplies.
Yeah, shut up. I don't care. You guys can read this if you want. But the problem with that is, the problem with me doing arguments with people, a lot of the times the other people aren't logical thinkers. A lot of times the other people are more social thinkers. They think about what is, quote, common sense, unquote. There's no such thing as common sense. If you go up to one person, common is something everyone has. Common life is the ability to breathe and think slightly well. No, just breathe. Just breathe with a heart pumping. That's what every human has. I don't care about how your brain works. I'm not even going to go into detail about that. A common thing is something everyone has. Common sense, not everyone has the quote common sense end quote, because for one, a lot of the things that people say is common sense, I can easily prove wrong, or I can easily say that's completely and utterly dumb to think about. So it's not common sense because I don't have it, and I absolutely know that no one, not every single other person on Earth besides me, thinks the exact same way. As thinks that exact same way, such as common sense. Dogs shed. There are dogs out there that don't shed. Common sense. When you Well, some people will say when you get into a car, plug in your key and turn the key. A lot of times, in pretty much every instance, that's common sense. But in a lot of cars nowadays, you just press a button. Or you just having the key there beside it is an ignition switch. But you just put it in drive or something. It's weird. That's not common sense. Common sense, whenever something that I would do. If someone has a gun in front of you, pointed at your face, don't cower in fear and actually attack the guy, because cowering in fear makes you less likely to live. That's common, that's quote common sense, end quote, to me. That's common sense to me. But to pretty much almost any other civilian or person out there, if someone aims a gun right in your face, you're gonna like pause, stutter, and you're gonna be like, oh no, I'm about to die, I'm about to die. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to look at you. If you're pointing a gun at me, I'm going to look at you, get pissed, do any type of way to get out of the direct line of sight of that muzzle, and try my absolute best to murder you. I have a huge chance of failing my ass off and just getting shot, most likely dying by doing that. But in my opinion, it is a much better chance of living, because if you cower, you have just all that much more time for that person to decide, I actually want to kill this guy. I'm actually up for it. I have the balls to shoot this guy in the face. There is no such thing as common sense, because not every single person in the world thinks the exact same way. So I say, think logically, think realistically, do what is at the point of that moment right. Do what you believe is right and what is correct. And people that I get in arguments with, whenever I try to do logical things, and I know I'm right, so I get this very arrogant type of look to me, because I really don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if you're wrong. Well, I do give a fuck if you're wrong, because I would rather you be right. But if you're wrong, and you're making me work to prove you right, and it's not that big of a deal to me, I'm going to sit back, relax, put a slight smile on my face, possibly not even just a smile, just relax and be like, no, this is the right answer, this is why I know it, this is where you can check to make sure, and this is why I am right. I don't know, but I'd add some things every once in a while, like insults, because I'm a little mad and annoyed. But the other person will go off of common sense, being like, let's say, in the military, when you're forming up for your little details, or whatever the normal people call them, I'm too used to flights, a group of people marching around, you know that? Yeah. The distance between every single person is to be 40 inches. That is regulation. That is the right answer. I can look that up. I can show you, and I can make sure that you know that that's how it's done. But so many people in the military organization of Civil Air Patrol that I am in, the Air Force Auxiliary that I am in, people will constantly come up to me and be like, no, the distance between people is 1 arm's length. There are really stubby people out there that have 20-inch arms. There are really, really long people that have 50-inch arms. My arm, the last time I measured it, is approximately 4 inches under 40 inches. 4 inches under 40 inches. That means my arm is not even the correct length. And yet people will constantly come up to me, be like, if I stretch out my arm and I hit you, or I cannot touch you, you need to correct, or I need to correct. No, that's absolutely wrong. That's what point of view they have. The common sense, the thing that they were taught, and they completely and utterly stand behind, even though they have absolutely no proof other than that's what everyone else does. That does not matter. What everyone else does not matter. How it's supposed to be done is what matters. Okay, that's my rant. I was a little mad. What has the Republic done? Yeah, get to the point.
The Selkath conservatives, with their neutrality treaties, seek to treat the Sith and the Republic equally. This includes Kolto exports.
I need more water, god damn
But
it.
a few more far-sighted Selkath see that if the Sith are ever allowed to win, the galaxy will be plunged into darkness, and there would be nothing to stop them from taking Manan anyway. So we made a deal.
I'm eating. What sort of deal? You violated the treaty. What they've done is, you're probably about to hear a big rant about it. But what they've done is they've started mining Kolto without the Selkath knowing, the Selkath government. I'm gonna go get some water. Hear the rant?
So loud. Yes, it is a technical violation of the treaty, but it is sanctioned by elements of the Selkath government. We need only to keep it hidden from the Sith. We recently began construction of a secret underground facility to harvest Kolto directly at its source. We also hope to one day be able to synthesize it effectively. Current techniques are insufficient for the task, so we must mine it for now. The amount we take would hardly be noticed, since most is lost naturally before it reaches the surface anyway. We were nearing completion of the base when the digging teams reported some sort of obstruction. An ancient building or artifact, possibly your star.
Good, you're still talking.
Transmissions from the base were cut off abruptly after that, and we haven't heard from the station since.
Wow, he actually talks for a long time. Wow. Why have you not investigated?
As you may have noticed, we're hiring a lot of mercenaries.
Oh yeah.
Ostensibly, they're to be shipped off-world to aid in our fight against the Sith, but they're really for another purpose. When we lost contact with the station in the Rackard Rift, we sent our contingent of Republic soldiers down to investigate. None returned.
None returned.
We tried hiring mercenaries and sending them out as well, but none of those expeditions have returned either. The reason we really sent that droid underwater, and the reason we needed its data,
told you, fishy,
to find out what happened at the Rackard Rift station.
Because of the Selkath are fish.
Now that we have the data back, our operation is in no danger of exposure to the Sith. And now I must live up to my end of the bargain. I took the liberty of having a submarine prepared for your departure. Merely use this card to get past the door behind our Kolto packing room and enter the sub therein. It has been programmed to take you down to the station, and also to take you back up should you need something. I would send soldiers to assist you, but we've lost many of ours, and nearly exhausted the mercenary population of this planet. The soldiers we have are barely enough to keep this base secure. The Sith have also noted our interest and begun to bribe mercenaries away from us. Please, find out what happened to the facility. There may be some survivors left down there. Perhaps even the head scientist, Kono Nolan. Good luck in your efforts.
Colon Nolan. I was texting and eating, so I didn't talk while he was talking, and also it's actually kind of it's a slightly cool story because they become like zombies. This is, oh. Spoiler alert, I think. But, yeah, screw it. Needs a submersible. But, there's a girl that I am young. I've said this a few times, but I am young. But I am old enough to understand certain things. And my mind, along with my body, have actually aged quite quickly for my age. So I look, feel, think, and act as if I am older. And there is a thing that even people in their very late, I say very late, but you still have a few, like 30 more years to live, 80s or 90s, that they still don't understand what this is. And I believe from my research, constant study, practices, tests, I'm a very logical type of thinker.
How did you get in?
I believe... Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. I believe that I'm in love. Very strange thing for me to say. Very, very strange. But I have thought this way for quite some time, and I've tried to prove to myself, like sometime being a few years, and I have tried. The first time I thought I was, I kind of went with it. I kind of went, oh hey, you know, so let's do this. And no, she wasn't interested. She wasn't interested at the time. And recently she's been getting a little, she seems, my mind might be playing tricks on me, seems like she's getting more interested. But after that time of me trying to be with her, and her being like, no, talk to the hand, or something like that, I developed the notion of possibly I was mistaken. Possibly it was an infatuation or something. So about 1 to 2 years passed of me being under this assumption of me being infatuated, not in love. No, that's oh God, that is much too long. Oh my God, that's weird. And you know, it happens. It happens. Studies go wrong. The hypothesis was wrong, so the entire study went wrong. So I'm now under the conclusion that I went about it the wrong way, and I've been trying to, you know, inch my way into a relationship. It is torture, God. If any of guys or girls, any of you have ever been in quote love unquote, and you have tried to get with a guy or girl, the opposite sex, or if you're like that, the same sex, it's kind of weird though, but opposite sex, sorry, texting, fuck! Okay, you listen to this guy whenever I stop.
Quick, we have to get out of here. We have to get away.
I'm Beyblade. Calm the fuck down, sir! Okay, I just wanted to do that. But if you've ever tried to get the opposite sex to like you, or be interested in you, possibly go on a one measly date while being up for the possibility that they like you, you understand how fucking difficult that is. No idea how it gets in their brain holes. Brains, that's kind of weird to say brain holes in this certain situation. Brains that somehow, in some way, it would be completely impossible to have any type of relationship with this person that is slightly attractive, bodily-wise, funny, a good friend. You've known them for a while, so you know them decently well. And yet, they think that somehow they have a wonderful chance of having a great relationship with some random person. That hasn't happened to me yet, but I've seen it happen a lot with other people. This one person's all like, I love them, and I look upon the scenario and I'm like, you might want to rethink, possibly test it out a little bit, you know, give yourself a little time to understand it. But the person that they are, quote, in love, end quote, with, isn't attracted to them. Like they are. They are attracted to them in a way, but they refuse to date them for some unknown reason, and they can't even describe it themselves. And then they hit on this other person that they haven't met. They only met once. They just started talking. Yeah, it's really weird. Yeah, I hope you understand where I'm coming from here, because I want to get off of the subject and start playing the game. But there's a chick that I'm inching my way towards a relationship. She seems interested. Seems. But there are still those points where you're like, God damn it, I'm probably doing this completely wrong. She's all like, possibly completely uninterested with me. But even during the 2 fucking years that I tried to get away from her, that I tried to distance myself and say, no, I don't love her. No, it didn't work like that. It didn't just end. It didn't work like that. It was, whenever I was away from her, I had I was about to say ungodly. I had an urge, an unsatisfiable urge to be near her, talk to her, see her, hear her voice. It was, for me, that's weird. For me, like as me as a person. Oh, not just because it's weird in general, because it's kind of understandable if you're in love with that person. If you're in love with that person that you want to be with them and stuff like that. But for me, I'm not a person who makes.
No, we have no time. We have to leave now.
He's panicking. What happened here?
The cell cath, they went crazy.
They nommed on everyone.
They started killing anything that moved. Someone must have triggered the defense systems too, because all the droids activated as well. I was one of the mercs the Republic sent down here to find out what happened. We came down and secured the first couple of rooms. There were bodies everywhere. And the cell cath came out, screaming and croaking their fishy little war cries.
Okay. But I am not the type of person to make passionate, deep bonds with people. I'm actually a slightly solemn person on average. I noticed this a while ago, and I'm mostly fine with it. I don't see, like, in social situations, I'm in some ways the life of the party and stuff. In some situations, like dancing, I'm terrible, so I back away. But in certain situations, I will be the person to step up and be the guy making the laughter and stuff like that. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, it's just a thing. And so I'm not utterly unsocial, so it's not a problem with me. But I'm not a type of person. You fought them?
They're dead.
I'm not the type of person to make a passionate bond. My past girlfriends, they might be all like, he said that he loved me. When I say I love you, most of the time it's because I'm being guilted into it. I do not mean that that's an insult. It's just love is a thing that I prize as so high. This is the reason it took me so long to do so many different tests on it and question it with this one girl, was because I kept feeling it that way. I kept feeling that I loved her, but I absolutely do not want to go up to anyone, say I love you, and be wrong about it, unless I absolutely know I am lying. I have lied. I'm a terrible person. I have lied to quite a number of women. Quite a number. I would say 4. That's a huge number for me when it comes to this type of scenario. Saying you love someone. That's weird. But this girl, I have said that I loved. And when she heard that, she questioned it. Good. Good to question it. Smart. But what makes me mad is that I've done so much work towards this. I've done so much testing, so much questioning, so much proof that I'm not mad at her. I'm not mad at her. It just makes me mad that I haven't gotten the ability to have a relationship with her. Just a physical. I don't even need. I don't want a physical if there's no other anything else. All I want is to be in a slightly more than friend relationship type of thing with her. Well, YouTube, you now know a big portion of my life. Yeah, Pookie, better not go for that piece of pizza. I expect you to spread this all around the internet and let this girl know. I'm not giving her name. I'm not giving her name. Let this girl know that the Earshot is in love with you. Yeah, that's what it happens. All you like 3 people that watch this video. Most of you being Austin and Tyler. Austin knows exactly what I'm talking about. Tyler I don't think does, and I don't think that he'll even ask. I have to get into the station.
Back to the surface, yes. No!
There's something out there. It got the other submersible already.
We can't leave until
It's a giant Cellcat! One that eats knobs for breakfast, I don't know.
But all the machinery and stuff is in the southern half, and that's been flooded. There might still be environmental suits around, but the Cellcat might have laid their eggs in them.
What? Ugh. Ugh, that's... Ugh! Ugh!
No!
Tough, I need it opened.
If you go in there, if you want to die...
Yeah, you're a dick. I don't care about you. I think that was my exact... I think that was my exact term the last time I played this. You're a dick, I don't care. That wasn't very locked, man. You probably need to do better. A lot of credits. Thermal detonator. See that? That's a Faraxin shark. The Faraxin shark in its natural habitat. It usually is not this aggressive, but for some reason it, along with its fellow Faraxins, have been agitated by some unknown force. Could it be the very annoying man in the other room that we just saw? Or could it be me and my massive amount of force powers just making it all types of horny? We will see. That wasn't my best. It really wasn't. I'm sorry. Yeah, the terrible, terrible lock, man. That's so fucking creepy! Oh my god, that's creepy. That's so much creeps. The second game is also really creepy in some situations. Whenever I find something creepy, it's strange. I get excited, and I get giddy. and like my eyes start to water. I don't cry. I don't even know why my eyes water. I think it's out of like happiness because I feel so happy. So I might be tearing up from happiness. It's really weird. And it's not like a full-blown tear up. It's just I feel my eyes getting more watery than they normally are. Insane Cellcast, motherfucker! Freeze, bitch! Yeah, you can get totally poisoned from this, but since I have my mask on, nothing may harm me! Yeah, you're doing shit. You're doing absolute shit damage. The Elder Scrolls Online video game is gonna be on Xbox. Oh, that was released so long ago. Jedi Master Robes. Sigil, what? Oh, okay, Sith. Why was Sith down here? Sith was what? Okay, but okay, let's think about this. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Elder Scrolls. I don't. Fuck you, sir. I can't wait. The Elder Scrolls Online is going to be awesome. I'm not saying that it's just going to be the best game ever, because I can't say that it's going to be the best game ever, because it might not be. And I don't want to lie. I don't want to lie to my internet peoples. But I swear to you that it will be good. Bethesda will make sure that it is good. I saw some graphics for it, like gameplay graphics. I thought it was going to be like normal MMO, like bulbous, very smooth graphics, like not streamlined, like smooth and bulbous. I don't like those types of graphics. They make me want to hurt tiny children even more than I already do. And I mean, seriously, it never looks good. Like the Old Republic, it was much too bulbous, too smooth. And these graphics, even though they're not the best, are still pretty good. And guys, I'm gonna have to cut this short because someone just got in the house and my dog's a freaking shit. So, cutting off very closely. Nice seeing you guys. Never seeing you guys actually. So, nice talking to you guys and ranting to you guys quite a bit. Peace.